Welcome to a world before time, a world before man, before the continents drifted to their present shores, before the ice ages came and went. There was another Earth, an Earth ruled not by men, but by monsters. For over 165 million years, the dinosaurs were the undisputed masters of this planet. They rose from nothing. They conquered everything. And then, in the blink of a cosmic eye, they were gone. What was their secret? How did they live, hunt, and survive for so long? And what force from the heavens or the earth itself finally brought them down? Tonight, we journey deep into the lost world. We dig through the bones of giants. We uncover the truth about the most magnificent creatures to ever walk the earth. This is their story, from the beginning to the end. And if you love exploring the ancient mysteries of our planet, subscribe now and join us every week as we unearth the past. The journey is about to begin. The story of the dinosaurs does not begin with a roar. It begins in silence, in ashes, in death. 300 million years ago, all the land on Earth was crushed together into one supercontinent, Pangaea. Deserts stretched for thousands of miles, giant insects ruled the skies, and strange reptiles with sails on their backs basked in the eternal sun. But then came the Great Dying, the worst catastrophe life had ever faced. Volcanoes erupted for 1 million years. The oceans turned to poison. Nearly everything died. And from that graveyard, something new was about to crawl forth. From the ashes rose a new kind of creature, small, fast, deadly. The first true dinosaurs appeared around 230 million years before Christ, but they were nothing like the giants that would come later. They were no bigger than turkeys. They ran on 2 legs. They hid in the shadows of larger, more terrible reptiles. Creatures like Eoraptor and Herrerasaurus were the pioneers. They were the underdogs, the survivors, and they had a secret that would change everything. The Triassic was a world of fire and dust. Deserts covered much of the land. Water was scarce. Only the strongest survived, and the dinosaurs were not yet the masters. Giant amphibians lurked in the rivers. Early crocodiles stalked the shorelines. In the skies, the first pterosaurs spread their leathery wings, but the dinosaurs had an advantage. Their legs were straight beneath their bodies, not splayed out like lizards. This let them run farther, faster, and longer. They could chase prey until it dropped from exhaustion. And they could escape predators that couldn't keep up. Slowly, inevitably, they began to multiply. Then came the Great Turning, another extinction, another culling, but this time, the dinosaurs survived. Their competitors did not. The Triassic ended in fire. When the dust settled, the dinosaurs found themselves alone at the top. The world was theirs for the taking, and take it they did. Pangaea began to crack apart. Oceans flowed between the new continents. Rain fell on places that had been desert for millions of years. Plants exploded in growth, and the dinosaurs began to grow. The Jurassic gave rise to the largest creatures that have ever walked the earth: the sauropods, Brachiosaurus, Diplodocus, Apatosaurus. These names mean nothing to the fossils themselves, but to us, they represent the absolute limit of what life can achieve on land. 100 feet long, 50 tons, a heart the size of a small car. They ate constantly. They moved slowly. They shook the ground with every step. Nothing could challenge them, nothing except each other. But where giants gather, hunters follow. The Jurassic predators were the most efficient killing machines evolution had yet produced. Allosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Torvosaurus. They didn't hunt the largest adults. They were smarter than that. They targeted the young, the old, the sick. They worked in packs. They ambushed from cover, and when they struck, death came fast. Not all dinosaurs relied on size or speed. Some chose a different path. Armor. Stegosaurus carried massive bony plates along its back and a tail tipped with 4 deadly spikes. It was slow, it was clumsy, but it was nearly impossible to kill. One swing of that tail could disembowel an Allosaurus. One bite could not penetrate its thick hide. In a world of hunters, sometimes the best defense is to become a fortress. The Jurassic ended not with a bang, but with a whisper. The world continued to change. The continents drifted further apart. Isolated from each other, dinosaurs evolved in strange new directions. And then came a revolution. Flowers. For the first time, plants began to bloom. Color appeared in the world. Insects evolved to pollinate them. And the dinosaurs that could eat these new plants thrived beyond imagination. The hadrosaurs became the most successful dinosaurs of the Cretaceous. They were everywhere, from the Arctic to the Antarctic, from the coasts to the mountains. They lived in herds of thousands. They migrated with the seasons. They raised their young in vast nesting colonies. And when danger came, they ran. Not fast, but together. And there is safety in numbers. While the hadrosaurs dominated the lowlands, another group rose in the uplands, the ceratopsians, horned dinosaurs. Triceratops is the most famous, but there were dozens of species. Some with massive nose horns, some with elaborate frills covered in spikes. They used their horns not just for defense, but for battle against each other, for mates, for territory, for dominance. Their battles shook the hills. For decades, we imagined dinosaurs as scaly reptiles. We were wrong. Many had feathers, not for flight, not at first, for warmth, for display, for attracting mates. Velociraptor was covered in feathers. So was its larger cousin, Utahraptor. And some, like Microraptor, took to the trees. They glided from branch to branch. They were the first to leave the ground. And then there was the king, Tyrannosaurus rex, 40 feet long, 20 feet tall, teeth like railroad spikes, a bite force stronger than any land animal before or since. It lived at the very end of the Cretaceous. It was the last and greatest of the tyrant lizards. But it was more than just a monster. It was a survivor, an opportunist. It hunted, it scavenged. It did whatever it took to live another day. While the tyrant kings ruled the land, other giant reptiles ruled the skies and seas. Pterosaurs with wingspans wider than a small airplane. Mosasaurs that dominated the oceans. Plesiosaurs with necks longer than any land creature. They were not dinosaurs, but they were part of the same world, part of the same story. And when the end came, they fell alongside their land-bound cousins. But even as the dinosaurs flourished, the Earth was preparing their end. In India, a chain of volcanoes began to erupt. They would not stop for 1,000,000 years. They pumped poison into the air. They warmed the climate. They made life harder for creatures that had known nothing but success. The dinosaurs did not know it yet, but their time was running out. 66 million years ago, the waiting ended. A rock from space, 6 miles wide, moving faster than any bullet. It struck the Earth with the force of 1 billion atomic bombs. The impact boiled the oceans. It set the forests on fire. It blasted so much dust into the sky that the sun disappeared for years. The darkness killed the plants. The loss of plants killed the plant eaters. The loss of plant eaters killed the hunters. One by one, the lords of the earth fell. The long night had come, and the age of dinosaurs was over. But their bones remained, buried deep in the earth for millions of years, waiting to be found, waiting to tell their story. Today, we dig them up. We study them. We piece together their world. And now, we want to hear from you. Which country's history do you want us to explore next? Pakistan? India? Egypt? Japan? America? England? China? Turkey? Or somewhere else? Just comment below and tell us the name of the country. The country with the most comments will be our next video. So, don't wait. Type it now. And if you enjoyed this journey through time, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. The past is full of secrets, and we're just getting started. See you in the next video. Take care.